Yo, what's good with everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You already know, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Let's see if we can get this video to 50 likes, so make sure y'all smash the like button down below. Turn on post notifications on so you know every single time I drop a brand new video like this one. And make sure you check out my last videos too, because those are also bangers. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get into this glitch. Now there's two different ways you can do this glitch. You can either do what I'm about to do and make a brand new player and do this, or you can play on a player that you already have made. I have seen a couple people getting banned on their accounts and stuff, so if you are making it with a new player, it's probably better than playing with your player that you already have. So you really have to be careful with how many times you do this glitch. I really think as long as you don't do it too many times in a day, you won't get banned. Just make a new player, or if you want more VC, go ahead and play with a player you already have. I'm gonna make a brand new player. It does not matter if the player is good or bad. I'm making a new player because if I make a new player, that gives me a less chance of making the playoffs, so it'll be a lot easier to sim to the end of the season and everything that I need to do. It'll be a lot easier throughout the simming process, so I won't have to play the playoffs because my player is complete garbage with a new player. Rather than having a good player, you have a if you have a player that you already have, you probably have more of a chance of playing the playoffs, but you also could probably get more VC with a player you already have. It's just up to you. If you want to make a new player, make a new player. If you want to do this with somebody you already have, go ahead. Be careful how many times you do this, because people are apparently getting banned from it. I have never gotten banned from it, but apparently people are, so just be careful how many times you do this. Now, if you're like me and you made a new player, choose whatever team you want. It does not matter. They all offer you the same amount of VC, which is 500. So choose whatever team you want. It really doesn't matter. Just choose whoever you want to. And it also does not matter your endorsement contract or anything like that. What matters is your My Player Nation. You guys already know that this is a big glitch here. It gives you a lot of money, gives you a lot of badges, you know. So in My Player Nation, see, I chose the Suns, and I have 6 hours left until I can play my Suns game. But there's a Pacers versus Magic game. Every game that has the percentages by their names are the ones that you can play as soon as you get on that team. I'm on the Suns, and they don't have any percentages by their names, so I have to wait 6 hours, and we're not gonna wait 6 hours. So we're gonna look at this Pacers versus Magic's game, and that's the team we want to play as. But before we do that, we need to go back to the main menu and change a little something in our settings. So when you get back to the main menu, head on over to your features and go into your settings. You can't see mine right now because the game does not let you see mine, but when you're in your settings, make sure you have the game difficulty on rookie, and make sure your game speed is on 100. Making it on 100 is going to make these My Nation games go by a lot faster, so you're getting your money a lot faster. If you actually want to play the games and have better chances of getting more VC with a player that you already have made, then keep it on 50, especially if you're a shooter. But other than that, I suggest you put it on 100. Especially if you made a new player, put it on 100. It's going to make the games a lot faster. The only reason you'll need it on 50 is if you have a 90 overall and, you know, he's a shooter and you want to get more VC, so you want to shoot all the threes you can in the world. Or if you're working on your badges. But other than that, put it on 100. It's going to make the games go a lot faster, so you're getting your VC faster. After that, go to the play now and going on over to the NBA today. Click on that. Click the first game. And it does not matter what team you play on. Wait for this to load up and I'll tell y'all what to do after that. Once the game loads up and you get to the tip off, make sure you pause the game, head over to your options and go into your settings. In your settings, make sure your game difficulty is on rookie. And you can also turn fatigue off if you want to, on or off, it doesn't really matter. But make sure your game is on rookie. This is going to make it a lot easier for you. The games is going to be so much easier, I promise you. So make sure it's on rookie. And once you see that it's on rookie, make sure you have a friend online that is in the neighborhood, because you're going to have to join them. So yeah, you guys aren't going to see me join them, but join your friend in the neighborhood, and then we'll get to the next part. Okay, once you load back into the neighborhood, gone over to your My Player Nation, and you see once again, like I said, I'm on the Suns. Can't play the Suns game right now, but there is the Pacers versus the Magic, and that is the first game on our list that we want to play. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to our play next game, go all the way to the end, and we're gonna sim to the playoffs. When this pops up, yes, sim to the end of the regular season. Now, I haven't played any games on this player. My player is a 60 overall, so it's going to be a lot easier and I have less chances of making it to the playoffs. But if you're choosing to play with a player you already have made, and say he's a 99 overall, and you already played with a team and stuff like that, it's going to be most likely that you'll have to play a playoffs game. So that's why I said, you know, make a new player is going to make it a lot easier so you don't have to do the playoffs and stuff like that. Once it's done simming, go ahead and complete the season and press yes. Wait for everything to load up. It's going to show you a bunch of awards. It's going to show you the playoffs bracket, all that. And when you see all that stuff, just spam X through it. You don't care about none of that. You're just going to click all through that. You don't care about none of the contracts of Nike, Jordan, none of that. Just spam X through all this nonsense here. Now once it says welcome, you're going to enter the free agency. This is going to allow you to choose a different team. And like I said, we was going to go with the Pacers versus the Magic game. So we're going to see who's going to offer us more VC here. But every team is going to offer us 400, which is less than the 500 contract that we signed in the beginning. But I'm going to show you how you can get more VC than this 400. So scrolling down the list, the Pacers popped up first, but I decided to go with the Magic because they had a lower win percentage overall for the My Player Nation games. But he didn't accept anything that I was offering him, so we're just going to speed through all that because, you know, he didn't accept anything. Luckily, we have the Pacers also to choose from. I think the highest VC you can get is 785, but none of that was working for the Magic. That's why it did get declined. So for the Pacers, I just went ahead and tried to do less than 785 a couple of times to see what I would get. Make sure you also put the contract on 1 year. You see, he counter offered me, it said 4 years. I made sure that it was on 1 year because you don't want that. He said 720. I said, okay, let's put it on 700 and see if we can get that. He agreed to it, 1 year for 700. That's great. That's what we need. That's more than the 400 that we was being offered and more than the 500 we got from the first team we was playing as. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start this game up. Now for this game, I think it's best that you foul, get 5 fouls, don't foul out, because if you foul out you will not get any VC at all. So only get 5 fouls because you're going to get chances of being subbed out when you get fouls. So get 5 fouls and then be AFK for the rest of the game. Get 5 fouls, be AFK, don't play for the rest of the game, and you should be good. As long as you get your game speed on 100, the game will go by real fast. Go make yourself some lunch, go feed your dog, something like that while the game is going on, and you should be good. Just make sure you do not get any more than 5 fouls. Only 5 fouls. If you get 6 fouls, you will foul out and you will not get any VC. So get 5. It'll sub you out until about second quarter, and yeah, a lot faster than just playing. Alright, so my game just ended. Remember, we had a 700 VC contract, and my nation games give you double everything. So instead of getting 700, we will get 1400. And if you actually played the game, you should get more than that, especially if you play with a player you already have. But if you're like me and made a brand new player, you're going to get that 700 times 2 is going to give you 1400 VC. Now, I'm going to show you how you can do this over and over. But be careful of how many times you do it. Don't want to get banned. Like I said, I haven't gotten banned, but apparently people do get banned for doing this too many times. So be careful of how many times you do it. So we're on the Pacers, and the next game on the list is the Timberwolves versus the Celtics. So to play that game, you're basically just going to have to do what we did in the beginning. Sim to the playoffs and complete the season and enter the free agency, and then choose another team. You can either choose the Timberwolves or you can choose the Celtics. It don't matter which one you want to choose. Go for the 700 contract. I think that's best. 700 for a 1-year contract. That is your best and your safest option. You don't want to get declined too many times and not be able to play as either team. So go for a 700 1-year contract. Like I said, be careful of how many times you do this. But if you want to go ahead and risk it all, I say go ahead and play all the games with the percentages with this player. Delete the player and then make a new player, and you can play the games all over again. So you can really do this unlimitedly, as many times as you want to. But like I said, I would be careful of how many times you do it, because you don't know what could happen. I haven't gotten banned, but apparently, you know, people are getting banned. So I would be careful of how many times you do it. Also, if you're doing this for badges, it's really good. So if you're making a new player that you want to play as, you can do this for badges. Also, you just have to play the games instead of fouling out. And remember, when you play the game, just to get 5 fouls and be AFK for the rest of the game. Unless, like I said, you're trying to get badges too. Because this does work for badges. You get to play every game on the board as many times as you want to. Anyways, y'all, if you made it this far to the video and you haven't liked yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why aren't you subscribed? Go ahead and subscribe too. Make sure you turn them post noties on so you know every time I post a new video. It got bangers coming out back to back to back to back. Like, come on, y'all. If y'all have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And I'll catch y'all guys next time.